All right, guys, welcome to homework number 1. This is for math 1. All right, number 45. Refer to the sequence of C and I. How are these two sequences similar? Right? So, how are they similar? Right? So first, in order for them to be figure out what their similarities are, you got to figure out what the pattern is. This one, there was two patterns. One of them was you can add by every increasing odd numbers, right? And this one is you have to add. Let's see. This one's actually minus 6, minus 2, plus 2, plus 6, plus 10, right? So how are they similar? Well, they're not similar, right? But what makes them similar is you see how this first level of how much they're adding or subtracting by, right? The second level is actually the same. So this right here is plus 2. Right? From 1 to 3 is plus 2. 3 to 5 is plus 2. Right? Same thing for this one right here. From 6 to negative 2 is plus 4. From negative 2 to positive 2 is plus 4. From 2 to 6 is plus 4. From 6 to 10 is plus 4. Okay, so you can write down something like that. So they're similar because what they're adding by is increasing. It's increasing either by 2 or by 4. Okay, and it's increasing by the same amount. So they're not increasing by the same amount, but what they're increasing, each one that is increasing by the same amount, which is plus 2 each time to make plus 1, plus 3, plus 5, or plus 4 each time to make, minus 6, minus 2, minus 2, plus 2, plus 6, plus 10, right? So if I was to write this, I would write their 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 increase is increasing by the same value. Okay, so their increase, it's not the same, but their increase is increasing by the same value. The numbers in the sequence in part E is called the Fibonacci numbers. That's what we talked about. There are numbers named after an Italian mathematician who discovered the sequence while studying how fast rabbits could breed. What's the difference between this sequence and the other three you discovered? So the Fibonacci sequence starts with 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, right? 21, and so on. Right? The difference is that this right here, to get these sequence, you have to add the previous two to get the next one. Okay, and to get the next one, you have to add the previous two to get the next one. You have to add the previous two to get to the next one, right? So Fibonacci sequence, you would actually, so I'll say fib sequence is found by only adding the previous two terms. Okay. Okay, so calculate the slope. Okay, this is either using Miranda's method or I forgot whose method in the first period. Fourth period is Mariana's method. Okay, So it's the slope is found by taking the change in the y's. That means subtract the y's and dividing that by the change in the x's. So you take your y's, which is negative 11 and 1, and you subtract those. You divide it by your x's, which is 2 and negative 2, and you subtract those. Okay, and you notice that the bottom part has a double negative, so that's actually negative 11 minus 1 over 2 plus 2, which you get a total of negative 12 over 4, which comes out to be negative 3. So the slope is negative 3. The equation of line, y equals mx plus b. All right, and you can pick either one of these to use. I'm going to use negative 2 and 1. So negative 2, I'm going to put in place of the x. 1, I'm going to put in place of the y. The slope is negative 3. And I'm just going to go ahead and find my b, and that would take care of my equation of line. So work this out. You will get 1 equals negative 3 and 2. Negative 2 makes positive 6 plus b. You're going to subtract 6 from both sides. And you will get negative 5 equals b. So your final equation is going to look something like this. Y equals m, which is negative 3, x plus the b, which is negative 5. So your final equation, y equals 3x minus 5. And yes, you have to go through all this work. Okay, last one. A tank contains 8,000 liters of water. Each day, half the water in the tank is removed. How much water will be in the tank at the end of the 4th day? So you can do this as a pattern. Start off with
Good afternoon, students. Make sure
8,000.
delicious Tony's cheese pizzas.
Sounds
Straight
good.
cheese, honey roasted
Half the
cheese,
water is removed,
chili,
so
lime, carrots, and milk.
4,000.
Second lunch window. Folklorico Club.
Half of it's removed,
Club is meeting
2,000.
at this time in the cafeteria. Anyone interested in signing up for Folklorico, head on over to the cafeteria
1,000.
at this time. Weight room. The weight room is available for
So
all
this right here would
students.
be day 1.
The weight room is open for all students till 5:30.
So 8,000 is what we start with. Day 1 is
Glass Dining
4,000.
Club is meeting in
Day
room
2,
703 and is available and open for
2,000.
all students.
Day
In the
3.
library, we have
So we
gaming
need one
club,
more day.
chess club, Lego club, and virtual reality
So half
club.
of that is 500. So
The
that's
library is open for all students
day
till
4.
6:15.
Okay. We need to go
Seniors,
to 8
if
days.
you need assistance with your CSU UC application,
So day 5,
November 30th, the
half of
deadline,
500 is
you
250.
can report to room 108 for assistance with your CSU UC admission application.
Day 6, half of 250
Reminder, there
is
are late buses,
125.
4:45 and 6 p.m. late bus. Have a
Day
great day,
7
and go Red Cats.
is what's half of 125? You're going to have to figure that out, right? So let's see. Okay, so 125 divided by 2, half that is 62.5. And day 8, and half of 62.5 is 31.25. Okay. So if something's kind of like pretty simple like this, then we can just, brute force method. Day 8, you're going to have 31.25 gallons. And day 4, you're going to have 500 gallons. Okay. And I believe that's the last one. Right? So I'll see you guys when I see